A girl with her ass cheeks out, backing that ass up, and now we're here praying from a man that just came out in a cage, and he's barking at us and he's cussing at us, and now we're here connecting with the Lord. Like,
get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Making money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
what's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's just me, Jenny, where it is what it is and you get what you get. And I'm back with another video. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. So as you can already tell by the title, I don't know why my voice sounds like I'm about to do a story time, and I feel as though it is only appropriate because as of yesterday we lost one of the greatest who have ever done it, the legendary, the GOAT, Earl DMX Simmons. Once it was announced, I immediately was upset because that very morning I was playing his music on my way to work. And I was just like, if this is his time and, he's called home, then we have to respect it and it is what it is. But I was just like, nah, like he can't go out like this. This is going to be his wake-up call for him to get it together. Despite the demons he had to fight with on a regular basis, I have always seen him as something rare, a precious gem that we got to experience. It's really crazy. Something else I remember being younger, my brother used to have this poster on his wall, and I remember seeing it, and I was just like, that's when I knew that this dude was different. Not my brother, DMX. That's when I knew DMX was different. Like, this man is covered in blood in a bathtub, and it was just like, wow. And it said, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. And I'm like, this dude is different. Like, I didn't understand it back then, but it was just like, who is he? Like, why would someone want to, be covered in blood on their album cover? And it was just different. You know what I mean? And that's when I knew, like, this guy is going to be something. Like, he is rare. He was just everything. Like, I never seen somebody who had no problem being vulnerable, had no problem letting you know, I'm a God-fearing man, but I do have my demons. You know what I mean? Like, he had no problem, no matter where he was, an interview, a performance, breaking down and crying, letting you know, I'm not perfect, or saying a prayer for himself and for everybody that was around him. It's very rare you come across a rapper who does that, and he did that. And that's what makes him special. That's what makes us hurt the way we're hurting. Like, for a lot of us, it's like we lost the uncle, we lost the brother, we lost, you know what I mean? Of course, his family, his blood, his children, his fiance, his ex-wife, his siblings, his everybody, like, of course, they're feeling the worst. And my thoughts and prayers are with them at this time because I know this is not easy. I'll just say, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite DMX moment? What is your favorite DMX song? What is your favorite DMX movie? And I'll share mine. My favorite DMX song, I would have to say, it's hard because it's between Slippin', the Rough Riders anthem, like, that's classic. Who wouldn't love that? And I almost cried. How It's Going Down. I love that song. The beat, everything is just, ugh. And I would have to say my favorite movie, again, there's so many, it's kind of hard, but one, I have to say Belly. That's a classic. Half of the movie was filmed right in my hood, Rochdale. Shout out to Rochdale. I remember sitting on my aunt's terrace watching the scene with Nas and this dude I knew named Keith, the little boy that was in the movie. When they was on the benches, I was literally right above their head on the 4th floor looking off the terrace, me and my cousins, my aunt, everybody. And we watched it. That was the first time I met Method Man in the small mall. You're not from Rochester, you don't know what the small mall is. But I met Method Man, and he hugged me. It was like, why y'all got this little girl here in the cold? But we wanted to watch everything get filmed. We was excited. A movie was being filmed in our hood. I didn't see DMX. I didn't get to meet him. I don't think he did any scenes in Rochdale. But I have to put on for that movie because it's a hood classic and it was filmed in my hood. So, of course. And I also really, really like the movie Cradle to the Grave. I like that movie. And one of my favorite also movies of his is Never Die Alone. That is such a good movie. Like, if you have not watched it, you have to go and watch that movie. DMX gave us a lot of great movies, a lot of great songs, and just his greatness. And I'm sure he probably had things behind the scenes with his actual family and friends or whatever the case. Like, that annoys me. Like, everybody's like, oh, now everybody want to post him. They want to post their little 15 seconds of him, but where were y'all when he was going through? You have to understand, addiction is an illness. And you can't just assume that people around you are not trying to get you help or are not supportive of you getting help. Somebody has to want to help themselves. So to judge others and say, well, why weren't y'all doing this and why weren't y'all doing that? If that person doesn't want to change, that's on them. People change when they want to change. You can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do, no matter how supportive you are. But anyway, let's get right into this story time about the first time I ever saw DMX live in concert. So, we about to take it over for the 9/9/2000, literally, when the Rough Riders Cash Money Tour was going down. I believe it was like 1999 to 2000. So I was about 9 or 10, whichever year I went. I don't know if it was in 99 or 2000, but I was either 9 or 10 years old. Yes, 9 or 10 years old. What the hell was I doing at a Rough Riders Cash Money concert? I have no idea. But anyway, we got tickets. I believe this lady in our neighborhood was also, we were friends with her daughter. I think she worked for the radio station. She used to get tickets to like Summer Jam and different concerts and stuff. So we was offered the tickets and we went. It was me and all my cousins and my sisters. And our aunts. We all went. I was the youngest. Like I said, I was 9 or 10 years old. And then my cousin was a year older, and my other cousin was, I think, 2-3 years older. We were the young ones. There was 3 little ones, and then the adults and the teenagers was there. Now, I have experienced so many different things at this concert. And I even had to call my mother today, like, what made you think it was okay for me to go to this concert? And she was like, well, your aunts and them went, so I'm like, you're good. Like, you're fine. Okay. It was an experience. Like I said, it was Rough Riders, Cash Money, both groups. So if you guys don't know, which you should know, but basically the people I saw perform was, of course, DMX, Eve, The Lox, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, the Baby. No, he's not. Birdman. I don't know. I'm like the Baby, the Little Baby. There's so many babies. Birdman, Dragon, all of those people. Those are the people I can remember seeing perform. And it was exciting. We had good seats. It was exciting. I think my some of us, some people snuck down to the bottom, like closer to the stage, and some of us just stayed up in the, in the top rows or whatever. I can remember smelling a scent that I have never smelled before. I believe that was the first time I have ever smelled weed in my entire life. Like, it's a concert, and it's Rough Riders and Cash Money. Of course, there will be weed smoking. I didn't know what it was at the time, but as an adult now, I'm like, oh, okay, that was, I saw people smoking, but I was like, how come it smells like that? It was weed. We came home. I remember my mother was like, what the hell? Your hair smells like weed. Like, it was like they was just blowing the smoke in our hair, everything. They didn't care if we was kids. Like, we ain't had no business being there anyway. But I literally went home smelling like weed. We all did. And I remember seeing Eve. I was excited. I really liked her music back then. And she was a girl, the only girl there. So I was like, hey, she came out in her big disco ball thing. She came out and did her thing. Cash Money. That was when, I don't know why the hell I had a crush on Juvenile. But back then I had a thing for dudes with big lips and, I don't know. But I was just like, oh my God. You always gotta have somebody you have a crush on at the concert. So Juvenile was it for me. Whatever. I remember them coming out. It was lit. Like, that's like the room was going crazy when Cash Money came out. And not for nothing, Lil Wayne was young. Like, he was Lil Wayne, really little back then. And I remember when that beat dropped, taking over for the 99-2000. When that came on, it was like it was the place went bananas. We did not even understand. Well, I didn't understand how much of a classic that song was going to be, but it was turned up in that building, like everybody. And then the most interesting thing came out on the stage. I didn't understand it, but now I do. I was just like, what is that? It was a giant condom that they brought out on the stage. It was huge. And I just remember like, what the hell is this? They had girls or a girl, I don't know, it was a booty shaking contest. They went up on the stage and it just got wild, like crazy wild up in there. I was like, oh my lordy, Miss Claudie. Like, it was crazy. I also remember, I think it was like intermission or whatever. I just remember being out in the lobby and these dudes like came up to us. We were with the adults, of course, and it was like, oh, what these little girls doing here? Y'all are so cute. And next thing you know, they was giving us mad money. Like, they just, I don't remember if they were pimps in my head right now, because like I said, it was 9 or 10. That was 21 years ago, but I can't remember exactly, but I feel like they were pimps. I'm not really sure, but they looked like they were dressed like pimps, I think. They had stacks, and they pulled it out their pocket, and they started giving it to me and my 2 cousins. And it was like, oh, we love the kids. Let's get money for the little kids. And they gave us money. And I was just like, okay, I'll take it. Like, what? Why not, So that is something I'll never forget. Another funniest moment of one of my aunts, okay, because the DJ, they come on, they interact with the audience or whatever, and the DJ or one of the I don't know, somebody asked all the ladies about giving head. And I don't remember exactly what the question was. If it was like, if you love giving head, make some noise, or if you do give head, I don't know, whatever the hell it was. But my aunt was like on top of the chair, like, like it was just the funniest thing ever. And her child was so embarrassed that it was like, come on, what are you doing? Like, but listen, she was having a good time as everybody else was, but that was funny. Like, I'm like, again, this was not a concert that I felt was appropriate for us to be at, but fuck it, we was there. Of course, the great closed the show, DMX. He came out in his cage with that, that sounds like a chihuahua. I can't get the like, that sounds like a chihuahua. But anyway, he came out. The place went crazy, like crazy. I was excited. I'm like, oh my God, DMX, you know. And he just put on an amazing show. I could still remember the baggy jeans, the white beater. Like, that was the era. Like, big ass jeans. He had a jean jacket, but that came off. It was the white beater with the big jeans. It was just everything. And he gave us his heart, his soul, his everything on that stage. And that is something I will never forget. So, yes, I'm looking crazy. I'm actually editing the video right now. But I just realized I forgot something major that happened at the concert. Then, not major, but I forgot that, I don't know who caught his wife beater, but somebody that I was with caught it, that was down there, because I was up in the things, but somebody caught it, and they gave, like, we all just like ripped it up and took pieces of it, and I kept the piece and I glued it in the like little portfolio things that they give you with all their pictures, the people that performed in the concert, and I kept his little piece of his wife beater in that in the portfolio with his picture. I don't know where it's at now, but I just remember I always kept that. And of course he prayed, and I was just like, this is something different. Like, I'm at a rap concert where there was just a giant condom on the stage and a girl with her ass cheeks out backing that ass up, and now we're here praying from a man that just came out in a cage, and he's barking at us and he's cussing at us, and now we're here connecting with the Lord. Like, it was just an experience like nobody's business, and only DMX can do that for you. Only DMX can give you that experience of excitement, pain, laughter, uplifting, spiritual. Only he can create that type of experience at a concert, and it's something that I will never ever forget. And if you were with me at that concert and you are watching this video, please, you gotta comment down below. In case I forgot anything, let me know what I forgot to share. But you guys could Google, you could look it up on YouTube too, that concert. Like, it was epic. Okay? And DMX is going to forever be the GOAT. I don't care what anybody say. New York lost a great one, and he is somebody that will be mourned for a very long time. He's somebody that we will never forget. We can't forget him. We've seen him in so many movies. We listen to his music. He's been on TV shows. He will never be forgotten. Whatever God set out for him to accomplish, he did that. It's just unfortunate that he could not get rid of that habit. He couldn't shake it. It's very unfortunate, but his job was done, and he did it well. And I, for one, as a fan, am grateful that I got to experience him in person and through media. It's just everything. So, with that being said, this is probably a long video, but thank you guys for watching anyway. Love on your loved ones, love your friends, give them their flowers while they're here, appreciate each other. Life is short. If you know somebody that's battling with addiction, whether it's drinking, whether it's drugs, whatever, just be as supportive as you can and know that there's nothing you can possibly do to break that habit for them. It has to come from within in the grace of God. So don't ever feel like you're not doing enough, because you are just being there and loving them through it all. Even if sometimes it's from a distance because it's too much. God knows your heart. And that's all I can say. Again, thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is out.